Hello, hello, hello. It's gonna be a bit different today because, well, I'm not using binaural mode in my Yeti microphone, which is hella scary, you know. But I'm just gonna sit here, I'm gonna point this down a bit and do a little bit of colouring. This is a Fantastic Beasts colouring book that a friend got me, and see what we got. I did start colouring. I'm gonna colour in this dude. Whatever that is. I don't know because I haven't seen it. Fana. Okay. Could have been prepared, couldn't I? I was just thinking I also like the sound of pencils. So these bad boys first. Whatever, I'll do. Okay, we have a blue. A nice blue. I'm gonna do his nice hair. Nice blue. I know you can't actually see what I'm doing. I hope it's somewhat. So, I got some snails today. I don't know if you can hear me very well. For my fish tank. I got 4 of them. It was 2 for £5. So I got 4. Only one of them seems to be actually moving. Quite fast actually. The others have moved a little, but they're not like exploring the tank to its full potential, you know, or to their full potential. But I don't know, like, they're kind of cool. Wish I got them ages ago. I've been thinking, well, I've been thinking about it ever since I got it, but I've been thinking about getting a bigger tank, because, well, I really wish I'd got the biggest tank I could in the first place, instead of just 125 litres. Wish I'd got a lot bigger than that, but there you go. Because my goldfish is humongous. Like, I don't think I could actually fit. No, I could no way fit my hand around him. He is huge. His body is like this or more. He's really grown very quickly. And yeah, so, you know, I could talk about goldfish all day, I think. I'm sad. I really could though. And I could probably hark on all day about how they should be treated. The fact that you can actually still win them at fairs brings me out in hives. It just annoys me so much that people just do not care. And you know what makes me laugh even more is the fact that I can't find my sharpener. No, that's not right. Is that I still can't find it. Yes. Anyway, what makes me laugh is that people get them for their kids, fish in general, because they seem to think they are the easiest pet. They are actually the hardest pet to have, in my opinion. You need to get everything just right. They're very expensive as well to actually have in the first place, because you need a big tank for them. You may buy a fish this big. Okay, so when we went to the pet shop to get my snails, basically we were looking at fish that looked like Spexter, my fish, who is obviously whoosh, and they're tiny. obviously, because they're not born that big. And your first instinct might be to think, oh, they're only small, they only used to be in a, literally like this. But let me tell you, honey, he grew and he grew. And he grew and he grew and he grew. And he's still grown. Apparently goldfish grow until they die. And they can live to 20 years old. I'll just paint a picture in your head of how big that would be. So, yeah, I mean, they're getting on okay. I was worried about Spexter kind of eating them. I mean, they're actually too big for him to eat, but I wouldn't put anything past him, to be fair. But he hasn't. Bit curious and had a little, you know how they on things, just like that. And he did that, but then stopped. But yeah, the only trouble is, I obviously live with my parents still, and I know that's like classed as lame when you're a certain age, but the thing is, realistically, I need to think what's best for them. And if it means getting a ginormous ass tank, then so be it. The trouble is, even if I move out, which would probably be renting first, if I was to move out with my boyfriend, it would be renting first, because getting a mortgage with someone you've never lived with is dangerous. Well, I think it is. And I wouldn't want to take them with me to a rented house. I wouldn't want to, because what if I'm only there for like 6 months and I have to move again, or it doesn't work out between us? I'd then have to move them back home with me, and that's just too much hassle and stress on them, in my opinion. So I'd only feel really comfortable moving them with me if I was moving into my own house, like one that I bought, I mean, or got a mortgage for. Which might seem silly, but I don't know. Obviously if I had no choice, then I would. But anyway, I don't think I'm ever gonna never have fish again. Does that make sense? Because there was a time when I had my other old small fish abuse tank. And that when I only had Beano left, I contemplated not getting any more and just having him till he popped his clogs. Here I am, like 5 years later. Thing is, I saw him by himself, and it only took probably a week before I was in the shop again getting another fish, or another 2, because I didn't like him being on his own. And also, he could live like 10 years, or you know, another 10 years, or another 15 years. I've already had him for 8 years, and I don't know how old he was when I bought him, because he wasn't baby size when I got him. So that's the thing, isn't it? Once you've got goldfish, you're stuck with them forever if you look after them well. Let's move on to a bit green. How am I supposed to feed snails if they don't eat the algae, or there isn't enough algae for them to eat? And also, how do you make sure they actually get food? Because like, Spexter is a pig, and he will eat whatever food is there, and obviously my fish stand a chance against him. Shut your face. Because they can move fast. Snails, on the other hand, can't. So what happens to them? You know? I think I am a bit obsessed with them actually. Like I said, I could talk about them for hours. Let's do some felt tip. I don't know what colour to do. Pink. So yeah, bigger tank as soon as possible, if I'm allowed. So I went in Pets at Home today to get my snails, and when I last went in there and every time before, they've never really had any tanks that are bigger than like 80 litres or something. I was going to say 100, but I don't even think they got to that big. But today I went in there, and like I said, did I say that already? And they actually had the tank that I have on display and a bigger one, which I was shocked at. And they have a point system as well. And that wasn't like horrifically inaccurate to what you are actually allowed, because I'm sure once I went in there and there was this tank that was like I can't even think, like maybe 40 centimetres wide or something, 45 centimetres wide. And they reckoned that, and so it was about 50 litres or no more than 50 litres, and they reckoned by their point system that you could have about, I can't remember what it said, at least 3 weather loaches in there. And if you don't know what they are, I have a couple of those as well because one of them died, rest in peace. And so they're basically just, well, you can look it up, can't you, I suppose, but they're little bottom dwelling fish. They look, well, my friend always reckoned they look like worms. They don't, but they can get to like 20 centimetres. And I was thinking, oh great, so this shop reckons, maybe they can even get longer than that, I'm not actually sure. I just pulled 20 centimetres out of my butt, really. Ew. But anyway, yeah, they reckon they could fit about 3 of them in there, and I thought great. And they move really fast, so basically what they would do is be able to, so they're very, when I say they dart around, they're just very quick. All of a sudden they're at the other side of the tank really quick. If they were in that tiny little tank, they'd be knocking themselves out day and night, because they'd be going so fast and only have an extra 20 centimetres of room compared to them. They would just, yeah. The way I know if my fish need a bigger tank is just by watching them. My big fish at the moment, it doesn't take him very long at all to get to the one end of the tank to the other. And you can sort of tell. I mean, you can just tell if they're unhappy-ish, I think, or not necessarily unhappy, but like just need a bit more space. And I can definitely see that he does. So I'm gonna try to find one. A tank. Ugliest thing I've ever seen. Blue eye. I mean, that's not where I should have put the blue, but oh well. Probably shouldn't put this lid in my mouth. I mean, I don't know how good this was, because lake wasn't very close to the paper, but I mean, it picks up sounds of mysterious people talking from downstairs, so you'd think, wouldn't you? I mean, it's pretty hideous. Don't cry for me, 'cause you'll find my way. I'll find my way. Not. Anyway. Get the lyrics right, Madonna. Okay, so basically, that's me done. I've done another, I've done a video on my gaming channel for the first time in ages, and yeah, so, and I want to be doing more. At the moment it's just a Sims one that's up, but I want to get into it again, you know what I'm saying, because I enjoy it. Sometimes I find myself funny, not gonna lie. Anyway, see you next time, pot noodles. Bye.